Infinite Alchemy Tarot here again today, so I will be doing collective reading for you guys. Please guys, spirit guys, higher divine spirit, please help me clarify for the collective. Please help me clarify for the collective at this time. Alright, what's coming up for the collective? Alright, so for many of you guys, what's coming up for you guys is victory and success is coming in very soon. Victory and success is coming in for you guys. If you have a passion or creative venture, you need to work on that very soon. The Tower is something completely happening very soon. Something changing within the energy very soon. The Three of Wands means some sort of travel. If you guys want to travel at this time, this is the right time to do so. Alright, passion, creation. The Emperor card came in. The Emperor card came in. So for most of you guys will be mentoring or someone will mentor you at this time, alright? And then the Knight of Swords is saying someone wants to communicate with you very soon, alright? Okay? Oh no, you're sick. Montine is sick. Oh no. I'm also sick, so don't feel bad. Hold on, let me do a general read for Montine. Can I get a general read for Montine? Your immune system must be really weak right now. Alright, let's see. For Montine. Can I get a general read for Montine? Can I get a general read for Montine? Oh man. Alright, let me see what's coming up for Montine at this time. Alright. Yeah, I do feel like you are going through a hard time right now. Especially with the journey postponed with the Six of Swords. This means that your journey is postponed. Whatever that you planned out is not going to happen right now because you are sick at this time. I do think that your emotions might play a role in your sickness as well. Continue to be happy, continue to have fun, continue what you gotta do, but also go see the doctors at this time, alright? Because I gotta let you know, when your mindset is not good, it can also make you sick, and then it's gonna make you like not feel confident, and then it makes you, you know, your immune system kind of goes down when you're not feeling well as well. So for Montaigne, I'm sorry. I'm also feeling sick right now, but I wanted to tell you that just balance your energy right now. Please do go to the doctors, all right? Because whatever you want to do is gonna be delayed, okay? Yeah, you're going through some sort of pain right now. And then once you are healed, you will get your wish fulfillment, okay? My friend Montaigne, once you heal, you will get this wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups, okay? I'm sorry that you're going through an illness right now, but I'm pretty sure you will get better, okay? All right. The Nine of Cups means that you will get better, okay? All right. Hey, Swelly Aparicida, how are you doing? All right. I'm sorry, Montaigne, but please do go to the doctors, okay? And make sure that your mindset is balanced as well. All right. All right. So, hey, Sarah, how are you doing, Sarah? Hi, Shirley. I can Shirley get a general reading. You're welcome, Montine. I hope you feel better, okay? Alright, for Shirley. I hope you feel better, Montine. Alright, so for Sarah, for Shirley first. Shirley. Can Shirley get a general reading? Alright, let's see. Alright, Shirley, you might be uncertain about your success right now. For Shirley, okay, you might be a little bit uncertain about success, but you do got the Strength card. So the Strength card comes out to play when you are feeling confident within yourself. Shirley Medora, I do say that your spirit guys wants you to be confident right now because you got the strength to overcome anything you want. Okay, um. When you do find success, be careful with the Five of Swords card though for Shirley Medor. I do want to forewarn you that people will want to betray you or people might be jealous of your energy because Shirley Medor, you got the Strength card. This means that whatever you want to do, you will get, alright? And then the yellow card, you see how yellow this is? This is a bright light. So, Shirley Medor, this bright light is saying that you have the energy to do whatever you want, okay? You will be successful, right? That is for Shirley Medor. Okay, Sarah Achu. Alright, can I get a general reading for Sarah? Hey, Swelly at Parisida. Hi, Chelsea Daly. Alright, I hope Montaigne feels better. Hi, Crystal Ray. Hi, Justin Kessinger. Alright, so for Sarah Achu, can I get a general reading for Sarah Achu? Can I get a general reading for Sarah Achu? All right. Sarah Achu, do not rush any situation right now. You are divinely guided to the right person. You are divinely guided towards Jamal. Okay. Don't rush the situation. I do think that Jamal needs some rest at this time. I think that they might be overworking themselves. They're putting in a lot of work for this relationship to work, which is the reason why they need some rest. The Hermit card means that they want to stay alone right now to kind of rethink their life, so then they will become successful to come towards you. Okay, Sarah Achu, they got the King of Cups for you. Yeah. Sarah Achu, they do have emotions for you, okay, my friend? All right. But it is a slow process. They can't rush the situation right now because they want everything to balance out, all right? That is my ring for Sarah Achu. Hey, Chelsea Daly. Hey, Swelly Aparicida. Crystal Ray, and then Justin Kessinger, and then Chelsea Daly, okay? All right. Hey, Grateful Nine, how are you doing? All right. For Crystal Ray, does Corey regret standing them up for Crystal Ray? You know what's funny, Crystal Ray? I'm kind of glad that you asked this question if they regret, because guess what card came up for you? Five of Cups, and this card says regret. Look, it says regret in the card. So yes, they do regret that they stood you up, and then they are disappointed what happened between you two, okay? They are disappointed. They're trying to find spiritual awakening at this time. They are going through a healing from a pain. Yes, they do regret that they stood you up, but what are they gonna do? You know, I mean, if you want them back, you can have them back, but they do regret that they did that to you. Okay, that's for Crystal Ray. All right, Justin Kessinger. Um, is Raquel Justin's person? Is Raquel Justin's person? All right, is Raquel Justin's person? Please do like, share, subscribe. I appreciate you guys. All right. All right, for Justin, is Raquel their person? All right, let's see what came up. Is Raquel your person? So let's see what's the situation for Justin Kessinger. All right, so this relationship between you and them is gonna be a little bit delayed. Okay, it's gonna be a little bit delayed because you got the Six of Wands and the Three of Wands in reverse. The passion is gonna be slowly building up, but I gotta say that this is your person. For Justin Kessinger, you can make this your person because you are a great manifester. You are the magician card, okay? So Justin Kessinger, whatever you want, you can manifest. So if you want to manifest Raquel as your person, this is your person. You guys are working on a new start, a prosperity, money goals is coming in for you guys, a new beginning. Yeah, a new beginning is coming in for you, okay? Justin Kessinger, I do believe if you want Raquel to be your person, this is the person for you, okay? That is for Justin Kessinger. Chelsea Daly. All right, for Chelsea Daly. Will the crush contact Chelsea Daly? Will the crush contact Chelsea Daly? Thank you, I appreciate that, Crystal Ray. Will the crush contact Chelsea Daly? Will the crush contact Chelsea Daly? Please do like, share, subscribe, okay? All right, for Chelsea Daly, does your crush have a crush? I mean, does your person have a crush on you? Um, they're not rushing the situation right now because they don't want to make a mistake, okay? With the Fool in reverse. They are working hard towards their abundance right now, but they do have emotions towards you, okay? Chelsea Daly, this person do have emotions towards you at this time. They see you as a strength card. Yeah, they see you as a strength card. They're overworking themselves. They need some rest. But Chelsea Daly, will your crush contact you in the future? Yes. All right. They will contact you, but they need to balance their energy at the moment. All right. That is my reading for Chelsea Daly. All right. Thank you, Crystal Ray. I appreciate you. Hey, Grateful Nine. Um, let me see. You're welcome, Shirley Medor. Grateful Nine. What's going to happen in the career in the next 6 months for Grateful Nine? All right, for Grateful Nine, what's going to happen for the next 6 months? What's going to happen within the next 6 months for Grateful Nine for the career? Please and thank you, Spirit. All right, what's going to happen for the career within the next 6 months? Can I get 3 to 6 cards, please, Spirit? All right, that one wanted to come out. Can I get two more cards, please, Spirit? There you go. All right. So for Grateful Nine, what's gonna happen for you in the next 6 months? Your spirit guide wants to tell you not to rush a situation. All right. For who was I read for? Hold on. People just jumped on and I kind of lost my way. Who was I reading for? Grateful Nine. That was what. Okay, Grateful Nine. Grateful Nine. Don't rush the situation. Okay. I do believe whatever you want, you're gonna get. Okay. You are avoiding conflict within the next 6 months, right? You will be avoiding conflict within the next 6 months, okay? You have the strength card to overcome anything in your life, okay? For Grateful Nine, I just want to tell you that you have the strength, the vitality, good health, good mental health to do whatever you want and take action, okay? You see this yellow card? This means an abundance of light, all right? That is my reading for Grateful Nine within the next 6 months, all right? Let's see who's next. Shaz. For Shaz, will they pass this exam? You know what's funny, Shaz? April 11th is my younger sister's birthday. That's crazy. Alright, will they pass this exam? Will they pass this exam? Will they pass this exam? Let's see. Um, will they pass this exam on April 11th? Alright, you can pass this exam. Make sure you take breaks while you're studying, okay? Because you don't want to overwork yourself with all the information that goes in your head, okay? You got the Four of Wands, but it came in reverse, okay? So you can pass this exam, but you need to think positive and you need to take breaks while you're studying, okay? All right? Don't think negative of the situation. I also advise you to for Shaz, please do listen to Reiki music that will help calm you down while you're studying for an exam. Because when I listen to Reiki music, it calms me down and it makes me think positive about a situation, and it does make me help pass an exam. Okay, so Shaz, yes, you can pass this exam, but make sure you think positive and take breaks. Okay, all right. For Cheryl 111, what is the general guidance for Cheryl 111? All right, for Share 111, what's the general guidance for Share 111? All right, Knight of Wands. Can I get one more card for Share 111? What's the general guidance for Share 111? All right, for Share 111, you have the Happy Home card for Share 111. In your future, whatever you ask for, you will get love and you will get a good career, okay? You do have passion and energy. Whatever you want, you will get. You will take action, and you have this passionate, fiery energy that's coming towards you, right? The Queen of Wands, you are the Queen of Wands as well for Share 111. Whatever you are thinking of, you need to take action at this time because you will be successful, okay? All right? Be careful with hostile energy, though. Be careful with people who are aggressive towards you. I'm not saying physically aggressive, but people that want to manipulate and take your energy, okay? Be careful with that because you will be successful, right? That's for Share 111. All right, for Chelsea Daly, is Jared Knapp hexed or cursed? Is Jared Knapp hexed or cursed for Chelsea Daly? Hmm. I don't think that they're hexed or cursed for Chelsea Daly. I just think that I just think that they have bad karma right now. The luck is not in their favor. You know how for some people, some years are not good for them, right? So I gotta tell you for this question for Chelsea Daly, they're not hexed or cursed, but I think that this year is not good for them. All right, for some people, a specific year is not good for them. And I think that for Chelsea Daly, Jared Knapp's year, this year is not good for them. They're not hex or cursed, but I think this year is not good for them at all. Okay, because they're a little bit emotional, they're moody, they're saving money right now. They're not stable with money. Um, but they do want to celebrate with you though. I don't know what this is, but there is a celebration card in there. Alright, so that's my reading for Chelsea Daily. Alright, for Habal Nasir. Habal Nasir. What does this Aries feel about Habal? What does this Aries feel about Habal? Please do like, share, subscribe. Oh my god. I can't wait to go to the doctors. I don't know why my throat is itchy. Alright, for Habal Nasir. What does the Aries feel about Habal? What does the Aries feel about Habal Nasir? Please and thank you, Spirit. Let's see. Please do share this live stream, okay? I appreciate that. And then also, if you're new and you like my vibes, please do subscribe. Alright, so for Habal Nasir, let's see. What is this person's feelings for you at the moment? Can I get one more card, please, Spirit, for Habal Nasir? Alright, I guess those one flip out then. Alright, okay. This person's feelings for you is, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm just gonna say what I see in the cards. For Habal Nasir, be careful. I do think that this person have choices for love. They have choices for love. Be careful with that energy, alright? I'm not sure, I'm sure you don't want to hear that, but the card says that this person have choices, and you might be one of them, obviously. They are going through a conflict with their money right now. They're a little bit selfish with the energy right now, and they're slowly recovering back from what happened to them. But you are a great manifester though, for Habal Nasir. If you want to keep this person and you want to manifest this person, you can. But be mindful that they do have choices at the moment, okay? And this person is working on an abundance to come towards you. But I can't lie to you, with that card that came up like that with the Seven of Cups, a lot of people are attracted to them. I'm not going to lie to you. A lot of people are attracted to the energy. So be careful with that, all right? But they will want to come back towards you, okay? That's my read for Habal Nasir, all right? All right, let's move on. Let's see. I'm doing okay. How are you doing, Habal Nasir? All right, Sher 111. All right, for Sher 111, what is Shanto's current feelings for Sher? All right, for Sher 111, Shanto's feelings for you is they just recently went through a heartbreak or a pain in their life, but they want to start a new journey with you for Sher 111, okay? And they do want to reconcile with you with the Temperance card. They want peace and harmony with you, okay? For Share 111. This person, Shanto, want peace and harmony with you, and they want to reconcile, okay? Alright, that is my ring for Share 111. Alright. You're welcome, Justin. Grateful 9. Thank you, Hera. Chelsea Daily. If you think this is demonic, I don't understand why you're on my live stream, because this is not demonic at all. Um, I don't know what other tarot readers do, and I don't care what other tarot readers do. They might do something different from what I do, but this is actually a gift from God. All right, Ali, if you think this is demonic, then I don't know why you're on here for. So, if you think it's demonic, then you might want to log off, okay? All right, for user 111 KKK, all right? What is Karen feelings for Kamal? What is Karen feelings for Kamal? What is Karen feelings for Kamal? I mean, I really don't understand why people jump on live streams just to say weird shit like that. It's so weird. It really is. All right, for user 111 KKK, yep, Geody. What is current feelings for Kamal? What is Kamal's current feelings for user 111 KKK? All right. For user 111 KKK, this person do have romantic feelings for you. They do. Kamal do have romantic feelings for you at this time, okay? They do have happy memories of you when they hang out with you, okay? For user 1 KKK. All right, the judgment is coming in for you at this time, all right? They do want a reconciliation for user 111, okay? Yes. So to recap for user 111, this person wants a reconciliation. They do have happy memories of you, all right? They think of you often. And then the Knight of Cups is a romantic card, okay? For user 111, all right? That is my reading for user 111. Thank you, Hera, for deleting the comments. All right, let's see. Just Blue. Let's see. All right, Miss Peon. Miss Peon. Okay. All right, for Miss Peon. I have some ideas, but I am unsure what to try that will really help. Okay, an income from home for Miss Peon. What is Miss Peon working on? Let's see. All right, for Miss Peon. Let's see what's coming in for Miss Peon. All right. So you want to get an income from home. Let's see. What's gonna come up for Miss Peon? All right. Can I get two more cards for Miss Peon? Please and thank you, Spirit. Oh, that's scatter energy right there. I'm not taking that one. Can I get two more cards from Miss? There you go. All right. For Miss Peon. What's coming in for you at this time, 1818? What's coming in for you at this time is if you want a job from home, I think you might want to do something with healing. I don't know if you can work with your hands. Maybe you can learn how to be like a massage therapist or like something to do with a spa, working with your hands because you do have the healing card for the star, but it also came up in reverse. You have untapped potential that you don't know of. For Miss Peon, I do think that you need to work more with your hands probably. Maybe you need to take a class or so to kind of learn about massage therapy and all that good stuff. All right, I think that that would be a good job for you. Okay. Um, let's see what else. Maybe you can also be a life coach or like a psychologist online because psychologists or psychology or life coach can do these things online from home. Okay, so that is my reading for Miss Peon. I hope that resonates for you. Okay, all right. Hi Anush, Anush Kakhosa. Hi Touch of Love. Hi Jaw Jaw. Kya Kya. Touch of Love. For Touch of Love, is there anything I need to know to better? Alright, for Touch of Love, for Touch of Love, is there anything that they need to know at this time? For Touch of Love, please and thank you, Spirit. Alright, thank you for the clarity, Spirit. Alright, for Touch of Love, is there anything that they need to know right now for Touch of Love? Okay, let's see. Can I get one more card, please, Spirit? Can I get one more card, please, Spirit? Please and thank you, Spirit. Alright, thank you, Spirit, for clarity, please and thank you. Alright, can you get one more card, please, Spirit, for Touch of Love? Can I get one more card for Touch of Love, please and thank you, Spirit? Alright, I guess I'll take this then. Alright, for Touch of Love, what's coming in for you very soon, that you need to know of. You might be starting a new opportunity or beginning something new. Work on your passions, work on your creations. I don't know if you're talented in something or you have a specific hobby that you need to work on. But for Touch of Love, this is going to be very good for you if you have a specific talent that you need to work on, okay? There is a new abundance, maybe a new career development. If you are applying for new jobs, it might also help you out as well. Someone is going to want to come in to give you the cup of love. This person might be spying on your social media's touch of love. If not that, they're observing from afar. Water energy is a little bit slow, but they will come towards you eventually, right? Eight of Pentacles is saying that you are putting in a lot of hard work to see it grow, to see it bloom, and it is going to work out in your favor, okay, for touch of love, all right? All right, so that was for Touch of Love. User 111 said, guys, please avoid spamming. Luna reads messages in order. Thank you so much, User 111. All right. All right. All right. So Anush Kakasel. Anush Kakasel. All right. Well, Anush Kakasel live in the UK beyond July. Will Anush Kakaso live in July beyond July? Let's see. Alright, for Anush, will they live in the UK beyond July? Can I get one more card, please, Spirit? Oh, scattered energy. Can I just get one more card, please, Spirit? For Anush Kakaso. Please do like, share my live stream, and subscribe, okay? Alright, for Anush Kakaso, will they live in the UK past July? There you go. Alright. You might need some time for introspection. I do think that I don't see you living in the UK for that long, to be honest with you, because you got the Empress in reverse, and then you also got the Seven of Swords in reverse, and then it's also your spirit guides is telling you to rethink the situation right now for Anush Kakaso. So I'm not sure. I don't see you living in the UK for that much longer. Not beyond July, anyways. But take it how it resonates. Remember, the energy can change. But from what I see within these cards, it's saying in reverse. All right. So I do think that you might end up moving some other place in the future, right? That is my ring for Anush Kakaso. Okay. Zoya. For Zoya, how would the future husband be? All right. For Zoya, how would the future husband be? All right. I'm gonna do a ring for Zoya, and I'm gonna do a ring for Just Blue. Just Blue. Alright, can I get one more card, please, Spirit, for Zoya? Can I get one more card, please, for Zoya? Please and thank you, Spirit. Alright, for Zoya. What's coming in for Zoya at this time? Your future husband is the type of person that likes to be alone. This person, when they get upset, they need some time alone to kind of rethink their thoughts. Alright. Also, they also like to spend a lot of time alone with you. They don't like to hang out with too many people because they like to be alone often. Your future husband is the type of person that don't like to be around a lot of people. All right, that's what I'm seeing. Um, when you do meet this person, this is a wish fulfillment. You guys will make each other happy. All right, because the Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment card. So Zoya, I think in your future you and your husband will make each other happy. I'm not gonna lie to you. 2121. This person is gonna be very kind. They're gonna be very kind, very caring. I do feel like sometimes they have no boundaries for Zoya. I feel like you might be the type of person that will tell them, "Hey, don't do this, don't do that," because you might be wasting your energy at this time. But this person is very kind. Your future husband is gonna be very kind, very caring, very generous. All right, and they might not have too many boundaries. All right, you might be the one that's gonna remind them to kind of take care of themselves. All right, that is my reading for Zoya. Okay, all right, for Just Blue, for Just Blue, for Just Blue. Um, will Gino and Just Blue form a relationship? Will Gino and Will Gino and Just Blue form a relationship? All right. So either you or them went through a heartbreak before Just Blue. Take how it resonates. Either one of you guys went through a heartbreak or both of you guys went through a heartbreak, okay, for Just Blue. Um, they don't want to rush the situation though, but I do think that Gino will eventually want to build a new relationship with Just Blue, okay? All right. They do not want to rush the situation because either both of you guys went through a heartbreak 23-23. But this also means that they do want to build a new relationship with you, okay? For Just Blue, right? All right, that is my reading for Just Blue. Okay, please do share my live stream. All right. Hi, GoGetter Live 2424. Hera said Luna is a kind person and he takes everyone, so he never skips anyone. Don't think you're spamming chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Hera. Dergayu Shakma. Hi, Dergayu Shakma. Alright, Go Getter Live 6590. Alright, Go Getter Live 6590. Alright. Alright, please do share my live stream. Also, Please do subscribe if you're new to my channel, okay? Alright, for Go Getter Live. For Go Getter Live. For Go Getter Live. What's coming in for you? For Go Getter Live. Will they make sales and profit from their online store this month? I gotta tell you, Go Getter Live. Your online store might start off very slow, and the reason why I say that for Go Getter Live is because there is slow action with the Eight of Wands in reverse. Also, you might want to balance your energy before you start doing this. I do think that you might need someone to help you out with your online store as well, because the Lovers card came out for you. I do think that you will have a business partnership to open up this online store, right? Um, so I gotta tell you, for Go Getter Live, your online store can be successful, but it will be sort of a little bit delayed because the action is going to be very slow. You probably won't see it rising up just yet, but once you keep doing what you got to do, it will eventually grow. All right. But for Go Getter Live, I do see that you will have a partnership with working with someone else with your online store. Okay. Take it where it resonates. All right. That is what my read for Go Getter Live. All right. Okay. Here are Chelsea and other people. Shirley Madore, you can ask your question. Dalibu, what is my intuition trying to say to Dalibu? Alright, for Dalibu, what is the intuition trying to tell Dalibu? What is the intuition trying to tell Dalibu? Alright, for Dalibu, what is the intuition trying to tell Dalibu? Oh, okay. What is their intuition trying to tell Dalibu? Alright, for Dalibu. What is their intuition trying to tell Dalibu at this time? Can I get two more cards, please, Spirit? For Dalibu. What is their intuition trying to tell Dalibu? Alright. Alright, the intuition. Can I get one more card for Dalibu? Please and thank you, Spirit. Please and thank you, Spirit. Okay. For Dalibu, what's coming in for you at this time? Good karma is coming in for you. Dalibu. Your intuition is telling you that something good is gonna happen very soon. But also your intuition is saying to not rush the situation. Let God take the wheel at this time. Alright, but good karma is coming in for you very soon with the Justice card, okay? Someone has emotions for you as well, for Dalibu, alright? Um, be careful with overworking yourself. You need some rest at this time for Dalibu. But yes, your intuition is saying that do not rush the situation. Let God take the wheel. Good karma is coming in for you. Whatever you ask for is coming in. And someone has emotions for you, okay? That's my reading for Dalibu, alright? Okay, for Sarah Achu. For Sarah Achu. Alright, will Sarah and Jamal get engaged in the summer and have a baby? Let's see. Will Sarah and will Sarah and Jamal be engaged in the summer and have a baby? The situation is divinely guided, Sarah Chu. I do believe that you will be engaged within the summer. All right, with your person, with Jamal. Okay, um, Jamal is working diligently to make this work. Both of you guys are working on stability right now. So for Sarah Achu, I do believe that for your first part of your question, will you be engaged to Jamal in the summer? I do believe that's gonna happen. But I think the baby situation might be a little bit delayed, okay? All right. That is my ring for Sarah Achu. Okay. All right. You're welcome, user 11KKK. All right. Hey Haley, how are you doing? Um, hey Haley. All right. Um, Shirley Madore can ask her question. Miss Peon, it makes sense. Thank you. All right. Shirley, you can ask your question. Rean O'Brien. How does Henrique feel about Rean? All right. How does Henrique feel about Rean? How does Henrique feel about Rean? All right. Let's see. How does Henrique feel about Rean? Can I get one more card for Rean O'Brien? How does Henrique feel about Rean? All right. I don't know if this person's like a close family or a family friend. But for Rean O'Brien, they feel like happiness is not a part of your life and their life at this time. Okay, something happened between you two, and they feel like it's not gonna go well. Okay, for Rean O'Brien. Okay, they might think that you're saving up money right now, and you're unstable right now for Rean O'Brien. That's what Henry thinks. And Henry thinks that maybe you're going through some sort of mourning or regret at this moment. But when one door closes, another one opens for Rean O'Brien. So I think Henry thinks that you're going through a mourning phase or a time of regret. Take it what resonates. But they also see that you might be a little bit unstable. And something happened between you two where they feel like they went through an argument with you or there's some sort of disharmony. All right, that is what I feel for this reading. Okay, for Rean O'Brien. All right. All right. Please wait till Shirley Medora can ask her question. Kavita, what is Kanal's current feelings for Kavita? Um. All right. So for how does Kanal feel about Kavita? They're saying that do not change yourself because they do have feelings for you. Kavita, do not change how you are because your morals and values and your standards, they like that, okay? The chariot means success is coming in for you for Kavita, all right? The Knight of Cups is saying that they do have romantic feelings for you, okay? Yes, they do, all right? But they can't rush the situation right now, but they do have love for you, right? That is for Kavita, okay? All right, so for Janice Moses, do I see marriage in the future? For Janice Moses, do I see marriage in the future? For Janice Moses? All right, for Janice Moses, do not care what other people think about the situation, okay? Someone might be judging the way you think about your marriage or when you will get married or if you get married a little older. Do not worry about that. Don't let people judge you or tell you what to do, okay? Um I do think that you will marry somebody within your future. Maybe in about 1 to 2 years, you will marry a new person, okay, within your future. Um, I do think that this marriage is going to bring you some sort of success with money, okay? That's for Janice Moses, all right, for your future, okay? All right, so Touch of Love said, "Thank you so much. I appreciate you and your time. You take my question and answer with no judgments, and that is awesome. You're welcome, Touch of Love." All right, for Manure. Hey Diane, how are you doing? All right, you're welcome, Just Blue. Okay, Manure. All right, for Manure, they have blocked the X again. Did they do the right thing for Manure? Did they do the right thing for Manure? All right, thank you, Hera. Thank you for that. All right, Manure. I have blocked the, they have blocked their X again. Did they do the right thing? Did they do the right thing for Manure for blocking the X? Did they do the right thing? Please and thank you, Spirit. All right, let's see. Did you do the right thing for blocking your ex? I think you're doing the right thing, Manure. You're doing the right thing. I think you guys need some time away from each other for now. Um, Remember that if someone really loves you, a time of separation wouldn't make a difference, okay? Manure, you are doing the right thing. I think you guys just need some time apart and kind of rethink the situation. Um, a time of space is not a bad thing. And if they do really love you, they will come back eventually, right? But you did do the right thing, okay? That is my reading for Manure. Okay. Alright, so Brownie C said, "Hi manager." Hey Brownie C, how are you doing, my friend? Alright, for Michelle Morin. Will they meet the love of their life this year? Alright, for Michelle Morin. Will they meet the love of their life this year? Will they meet the love of their life this year? I'm looking on the floor because one fell on the floor. Alright, can I get 2 more cards, please, Spirit, for Michelle Morin? Alright. Will they meet the love of their life this year? Hey Crafty 111, how are you doing, my friend? Alright, for Michelle Morin, will they meet the love of their life this year? Can I get one more card, please, Spirit, for Michelle Morin? Can I get one more card for Michelle Morin? Please do share my live stream so I can help other people, okay? And if you are new here, please do subscribe. Alright, appreciate that. Alright, for Michelle Morin. Will they meet the love of their life this year? Let's see, that one was way too many cards. Alright, I'll take these 3 though. Alright, you are on the path to meeting someone this year for Michelle Morin, but it might start off as friends first, okay? With the Hanged Man, this is a new relationship coming in. This person might be going through anxiety before you meet them, alright? And they might also feel like they're trapped some way, somehow. Maybe someone's telling them what to do. Michelle Morin, before the time you meet them, okay? I gotta say for Michelle Morin, though, I gotta tell you that there's some sort of self-sacrifice that you need to do to make this relationship work, okay? But I gotta say, there is a new perspective that's coming in. I do think that you will start a new love within your life this year. You will find somebody. It will start off as friends first. It's gonna be very slow, all right? But that's my reading for Michelle, all right? So let's move on. Hera said, "I don't want to look crazy, but people in this chat don't listen. Just yeah, that's true." Crafty 111. Hey Crafty 111. And then Kalpita. Kalpita. Um is Rean stalking Kalpita secretly? Alright, so is Rean stalking Kalpita secretly? Okay, let's see what the situation is. Yeah, I think this person is stalking you. This person is stalking you. Kalpita, they're stalking you secretly. You got 2 cards that says yes, right? Even with this, I feel like they're not getting the wish fulfilled, which is the reason why they are stalking at this time. Maybe they felt like they got rejected by you or unrequited love. So Kalpita, I do think that this person is still interested in you, but they feel like the wish fulfillment is not coming in right now. They are stalking you secretly. I'm not gonna lie to you about it, right? And that's my read for Kalpita. Alright, Crafty 111. Crafty, or I'm gonna do a reading for Crafty 111, and then I'll do a reading for Shirley. Alright, Crafty 111. What is coming next for this week for Crafty 111? What is coming next week for Crafty 111? Alright, let's see, Crafty 111. Someone wants a relationship with you, Crafty 111. With the Lovers card, someone has interest in you. Someone might want to tell you that they like you. If that's not the case, they can do something to show you that they like you, okay? Crafty 111, someone has a crush on you. The Three of Cups, there is some sort of celebration very soon within the next week. I don't know what you're celebrating, but you will be celebrating with family and friends within the next week, all right, Crafty 111? Queen of Wands is saying you are in your power right now. You know what you want in life, and you won't stop till you get it, all right, within the next week. All right. If you're being a little bit irresponsible right now, take away the energy, okay? For Crafty 111, the next week someone might want to show you that they're interested in you. You will be celebrating very soon. And then the Queen of Wands, the same passionate energy is coming in for you, right? For Crafty 111, okay? For the next week. You're welcome, GoGetter, live. All right, Shirley Medor. All right, for Shirley Medor, what's coming in for Shirley Medor? All right, so may I ask what the T want? Okay, so let's see what the situation is. Okay, Shirley Medora, I got one card for each question that you had. So, what did they want from you in the past? They want a relationship with you in the past, Shirley Medora. The Queen of Cups came in for your past with T. All right. Um, right now, what they want from you is they are thinking about happy memories about you. So they do still want to hang out as friends. All right, Shirley Medora. They do still want to hang out with you at this time. All right, that is my reading for Shirley Medora. Okay. You're welcome, Dalibu. Haley said, "I'm good, thank you." Okay. All right. You're welcome, Sarah Achu. All right, Noxy, and I think mine got skipped. Can I have a general, please? All right. So, hey, official Cassie done. All right, for Noxy and can I get a general read for Noxy N? Can I get a general read for Noxy N? See how Noxy N is so calm about it? Like they're just like, oh, I think mine's got skipped, so let me ask this question again, okay? At least Noxy N is not throwing a tantrum about, a question being missed. But thank you for that, Noxy. All right, for Noxy N, I will get a general reading for you for Noxy N. For Noxy N, what's coming in for Noxy N for a general reading? What's coming in for Noxy N for a general reading? Please and thank you, Spirit. All right, you got the victory and success card that's coming in for you. Noxy N, your general reading is success. All right, I don't know if you want a new career or a new job or you have some sort of talent or passion. You need to work on this. If you want a reward or a bonus, you can ask for a bonus and you will get it, okay, Noxy? And also the Sun card came up for you. The Sun card is one of the best cards out there. You are free-spirited, you are bold, you are courageous, you have this youthful energy that people like about you. You have very good health right now, okay, for Noxy? And be careful with jealous energy though, because a lot of people know that you are going through some sort of victory and success from Noxy N. So there might be some sort of jealous energy around your energy, alright? That is my reading for Noxy N for a general reading. Okay. Alright, Amna. Alright, for Amna. Thank you to my moderators. I appreciate this. Hey, Grace of, hey, Sanam Paswan. Alright. Alright, so, for Amna, right? Amna. What is Vajahat's current feelings for Amna? What is Vajahat's current feelings for Amna? What is Vajahat's current feelings for Amna? Alright, so for Amna, what is the current feelings for you? They want a renewal of this relationship. For Amna, they want a rebirth within this relationship, okay? The Queen of Wands, the same passionate energy. They do want to come towards you with passion, alright? They are a little bit prideful. They don't want to come towards you at this time because they don't want to be embarrassed or look like the fool to come back towards you right now. And you have untapped potential. You can make anything work for Amna, okay? So, Wajaha's current feelings for you is they want a rebirth or a revival of this relationship. And they do have passionate energy for you, okay? That's for Amna at this time, alright? Alright, so alright, for official Cassie Diamond. How does Lee feel about official Cassidy Diamond? How does V feel about official Cassie Diamond after hanging out with him? All right. Hmm. So let's see. Um, I feel like this person might be a little bit skeptical or shy about this relationship. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because you got the Five of Swords in reverse. For official Cassie Diamond, I feel like they're a little bit skeptical about this relationship, but they do need some time to introspect by themselves at this time, okay? I think they went through a lot of betrayals in the past too, which is the reason why they might be a little bit skeptical towards hanging out with you or this sort of relationship from growing at this time. All right. But do they have feelings for you or do they want to try it out? Yes. Um, but they went through a lot of heartbreaks in the past and they are trying to avoid conflict at this time and they don't want to make another mistake, okay? That is how they feel towards you at the moment, but they do like hanging out with you, but they're a little bit afraid of a mistake, all right? That is my reading for official Cassie Diamond. All right. Hey, Grace of mm, all right. Hey, Selma. Hi, Selma. All right, I'm gonna do a reading for Priya and then Grace of, okay? All right, for Priya, what is the future partner for Priya? Or who is the future partner for Priya? Who is the future partner for Priya? Your future partner is someone that might be a boss or someone that has boss-like mentality. All right, for Priya, this is a very passionate person, very fiery, takes action quickly. Priya, your future partner. Your future partner is also very smart, very communicative. If they feel a certain way about something, they will tell you, okay? Your future partner might be a little bit jealous. I'm not gonna lie to you. They might be jealous if you talk to other men. All right, so take that how it resonates. Um, your future partner might be a little bit slow moving towards you because they want to get to know you a little more with the Six of Wands in reverse and then the Page of Pentacles. Once they're stable enough to come towards you, they will come towards you. They will give you the communication and they do have passionate energy towards you, right? That is my read for Priya. Okay. You're welcome, Janice Moses. Hey, Selma. Hey to Montreal. Okay, Grace of said, can you tell me why someone thinks they dated me and I have no memory of ever dating them? Also, can you tell me about my new love? Alright, so can I get two more cards for Grace of? Can I get two more cards for Grace of? Oh, there you go. For Grace of, what's coming in for you? Alright. I think that the reason why they felt like they dated you for Grace of is because you were kind of kind to them. Like, they might see you more as more than just a friend, but you just see them as a friend, and they might take it the wrong way because you're kind to them, which is the reason why they felt like they dated you. Okay, take it what resonates. But within your future, though, I do think that the wheel of fortune is turning in your favor. Your love life will be very well. Okay, the chariot is saying success within love. All right, success within love. Whatever you ask for, you will be successful. Right. That's for grace of. All right. That's new love coming in. You're welcome, Michelle. I love that question. All right, Michelle Moran, you're welcome. For Sean, you want to for Sean M6C, you might want to go to this channel called Healing and Beyond on YouTube or Alchemy Healing. These YouTube channels will help you kind of balance your energy out, okay? I listen to it often to kind of heal myself. So Sean, I think you want to check those Reiki healings out, okay? So type in Healing and Beyond on YouTube or Alchemy Healing, and you're gonna be able to find these Reiki healers to help you out. Okay, that is my suggestion for Sean. Okay. All right. You're welcome, Crafty 111. You're welcome, Shirley Manure. He would sometimes yell and sometimes be nice, so I was a little lost. You're welcome, Shirley Manure. Okay. You're welcome, Noxy N. All right, for Nisha. For Nisha. What's coming in towards Nisha at this time? What's coming in towards Nisha at this time, please, and thank you, Spirit. What's coming in towards Nisha at this time? All right, for Nisha. All right, for Nisha, what's coming in towards you at this time is a rebirth, a transformation. Maybe you're gonna change the way you look. Maybe you're gonna change your outlook on life. Maybe you are gonna change your perception on love or career. All right, Nisha, you are changing and you are transforming into a better person of yourself. Okay. You are a little bit prideful. You are in your ego right now, right? Taking what resonates. And be careful with conflict. Be careful with aggressive minded people. Um, because they will want to come towards you, but you might want to stay away from their energy, okay? All right, Phoenicia, you will be transformed into your better self. So maybe you might transform your clothes, you might transform the way you look, you might transform your perfume, you might change a lot of things within yourself, all right? That is my reading for Nisha. All right, Amna said, thanks Luna Clean for positive. You're welcome, okay? Candy Valencia. I'm feeling okay. How are you doing, Candy Valencia? Um, for Stu Pat. Hey, Stu Pat, how are you doing? He said L to the U to the N to the E. He's reading your cards and the vibes are fine. That's hilarious. That's really cool. I wish I could give that a thumbs up for Stu Pat. All right. Um, thank you, Stu Pat. That made me laugh. I'm not gonna lie to you. Candy Valencia. I would like to know if anything is good coming up for Candy Valencia. What are some good things coming up for Candy Valencia? Thank you to all the mods. I appreciate you guys so much. Okay. Um, and thank you, Shirley Medora, for your positive energy. All right. All right. For Candy Valencia, what is something good coming in for Candy Valencia? What is something good coming in for Candy Valencia? Can I get two more cards, please, Spirit? All right. The good things coming in for you is success. Candy Valencia, the cherry card means success is coming in for you at this time. All right. Okay, for Candy Valencia, whatever you want is gonna be successful, and I think love is also coming in for you. All right, somebody wants to give you the cup of love with the Two of Cups. All right, so yes, love is coming in for you very soon, and then also success. Whatever you ask for, you will be on top. All right, that is my reading for Candy Valencia. Did I miss one? Oh, I was gonna say. All right. For Hera. For Hera. Hey Alicia, how are you doing, my friend? Hey, Alicia 222, how are you doing? Um, Stupat is funny as hell. Oh my god, I love your sense of humor. You're really cool. Alright, for Hera, will they pass their exam in May? For Hera, will they pass their exam in May? Will they pass their exam in May? Will they pass their exam in May for Hera? Alright, please and thank you, Spirit. Will they pass their exam in May? Please and thank you, Spirit. Alright, let's see. Can I get one more card for Hera? Will they pass their exam in May? Yes, you can. You are going to a new journey at the moment. Yes. Hera, you can pass this exam because you are going to a new journey very soon. The King of Wands is saying act on your passions, act on your passionate energy. Everything will work out. You are standing your ground. You are defending whatever you are doing right now, okay? Yes, you have the strength card. All right. But sometimes I feel like you might doubt yourself a little bit about this exam, but you do have the strength card. Okay. So here, yes, you can pass this exam. Okay. Don't mind me. I burp a lot because my stomach issues cause me to burp a lot, but I just ate too. All right, Alicia 222. Good evening, Alicia 222. You know what's funny, Alicia? My real name actually means good evening, and it's funny you use like good evening. Stu Pass said K to the A to the S S I D Y. Oh my god, this dude is funny as hell. Give them a wave show. Thank you so much. Thank you for the laugh, Stu Pat. Um, hello, hello, Alicia 222. For a for official Cassidy Diamond, I love this. I love this. I love this. Um, especially two pass energy. I love it. All right, for official Cassidy Diamond, does D want to come back to official Cassidy Diamond? Does D want to come back to official Cassidy Diamond? Uh-oh. For official Cassidy Diamond, what I can tell you is that they feel like there's a lot of competition. I think that they might know that you might be talking to a bunch of other people. Official Cassidy Diamond. I think they feel like they're gonna have a lot of competition. There is gonna be a lot of fights. I think they know that with the five of wands. They know that they have competition now. Um, they have a little selfish energy, all right, with the hanged man in reverse. They are going through some sort of regret. They are disappointed with their money right now, all right. They are fighting with their family and friends at this time. But they do want us to have communication with you with the Page of Swords. But I gotta tell you, official Cassidy Diamond, this person knows that they have competition. All right, that's my ring for official Cassidy Diamond. All right, you're welcome, Priya. Hera said H to the E to the R to the A, the anchor of the chat, keeping the flow smooth like that. Say hello. Thank you, Stu Pat. Priya said, "Are you a dog lover, Lune?" I do love dogs. We used to have two Chihuahuas, but they both passed away. I we have a cat now. But I've always grown to love animals. When I was a kid, we owned dogs, cats, birds, guinea pigs, um, fishes, rats. We owned everything. So I'm an animal lover in general. But I do love dogs. I would want to get another dog in my life. But as of right now, I'm just gonna save up my money. But we do have a cat, so yeah, I am a dog lover. Dola Mandal. You're welcome, Candy Valencia. Alright, for Dola Mandal. Alright, for Dola Mandal. What solution does he expect from me? For Dola Mandal. For Dola Mandal, what solution do they expect? For Dola Mandal, what solution do they expect from you? I think for Dola Mandal, in order to make this relationship work, I'm not saying that you need to convert towards their religion. But you might want to respect their religion. You might want to get to know their religion. Um, maybe kind of understand what the religion is. Maybe kind of. I'm not saying obviously do not. For Dola Mandel, I'm gonna tell you, do not change the way you think about something. All right, do not convert to something that you don't want to. Okay, but I want to tell you, Dola Mandel, please do respect the religion and try to understand them. I think that that will work out if you try to understand the religion. Okay. Um. Also, if they want to understand your religion, remember it's an equal give and take in a relationship. So I think both of you guys needs to help understand each other's religion, which will make it work. Okay. Um if they like go to a mosque or a church every Sunday, maybe you can also try to go there. You don't have to convert, but try to get to know their culture and religion. And it can also do the same for you as well, all right? That's gonna work, okay? That is my ring for Dola Mandal. Alright? Stu Pat said, I'm dyslexic. I'm using some help, but the love and intention is there. Thank you, Stu Pat. I didn't know you were dyslexic. But that's cool. For Mara Hermoso, um, are Nelson and Josephine in a relationship? Are Nelson and Josephine in a relationship? Are Nelson and Josephine in a relationship? It seems like for Mara Hermoso, Nelson and Josephine are in a wish fulfillment type of relationship right now. All right. I won't say that in the future there will be bumps on the road, okay? But for Mara Hermoso, Nelson and Josephine are in a wish fulfillment relationship right now. All right? But I gotta tell you though that there will be some sort of bumps on the road in the future. All right? As of right now, they are happy, but then in the future, you might not know what's gonna happen, okay? That is my read for Mira Hermoso. All right. Hey, Dev. How are you doing, Dev? All right. So is Dev on the right track for health? Is Dev on the right track for health? Hi, Cynthia Davila. How are you doing? Is Dev on the right track for health? All right. Let's see. Yes, you are on the right track for health. Your health might be a little bit delayed, like a healthy regime or a healthy like taking some sort of medication or something like that, or seeking medical help. It might be a little bit delayed, but your health is on the right track though. You got the Three of Wands, so success, and then you also got the Two of Pentacles balancing your energy right now. All right. Page of Pentacles is also a good card for you. So Dev, yes, you are on the right track for health. Be careful with betrayal though. I see like someone wants to betray you at this time. Be careful with this energy, okay? That's for Dev. Okay. Alright, hey Cynthia the Villa. Okay, alright, for Stu Pat. Alright, I'm gonna do a reading for Stu Pat. Alright. Alright, Stu Pat and then Cynthia the Villa, okay? Alright, Stu Pat. Did they make the right decision to shut the door on their friendship? Did they make the right decision to shut the door on their friendship? Let's see. I do think that you made the right decision to shut the door on your friendship. The reason why I said that is because your friend does not want to really mend a relationship as of right now. The journey is postponed, all right, between you and them. This friendship is meant to happen that way for you guys to learn a lesson or to learn an experience, okay? Um they are going through a spiritual awakening at this time. I think both of you guys are going through a spiritual awakening and you do need some time apart. Okay. I do think that eventually in the future, though, I wouldn't be surprised if your friend wants to come back into your good graces. But as of right now, the door is kind of closed, and I understand that that's meant to happen for a reason for you guys to kind of go on your own way and kind of learn new things within your friendship or within a future friendship as well. All right, but this is meant to happen. It's something that you couldn't change anyways. But I gotta say, within your future though, if you do learn to forgive them in the future, I do think that they will want to come back. All right, that is my read for Stu Pat. All right, do not regret anything in your life. What's meant to happen will happen. Okay, all right. So remember that we gotta move on forward. Do not regret anything that happened in the past. Whatever happens, happens. Okay. All right. That's for my friend Stu Pat. All right. Can I get a general reading for Can I get a general reading for Cynthia Davila? Can I get a general reading for Cynthia Davila? Please do like, share, subscribe, alright? Alright. Alright, for Cynthia Davila. for Cynthia Davila, can I get a general reading, please? And thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. All right, Cynthia Davila, the more generous you are, the more good luck will be coming into your life. If you are helping other people without asking anything back from them, you will gain some sort of success, all right? Also, you might be a little disappointed within your money goals right now. You might feel like you're not stable within money right now. Be careful with selfish energy, Cynthia Davila. But I do think that good news is coming in for you very soon with the Eight of Wands. Okay, the Eight of Wands is saying that you will gain success very soon. There is good news coming in for you, whether that's career or love, and good luck is gonna come in your favor as long as you continue to do good deeds. You will get your good luck. All right, that's my reading for Cynthia Davila. Okay, all right. Let me get a sip real quick. All right. For Priya, I did a thing in the career for the past 5 years. Okay, I'm gonna do a reading for Priya, and then IBZ Finest, and then Chelsea Daly. All right. All right. For Priya, I did a thing in career for the past 5 years. Now some part of me saying to switch to another, but hard for me to accept. May I continue with what I did for the past days, or I need to change with? Okay. All right. For Priya, do they need to continue, or they need a change? Will they need to continue, or will they need a change for Priya? Can I get one more card, please, Spirit? There you go. All right, for Priya, will you need to continue, or will you need to start something new? Honestly, you need to start something new. Priya, the card that came up for you is a new beginning with the Ace of Wands. This is saying that you do need to switch up your life. Remember that not in life, not everything's gonna stay the same. If we end up staying stagnant, we're not able to kind of progress. All right. So for Priya, I do think that you need to start something new really soon. All right. I just want to give you an example. Just because I'm a teacher right now, don't mean that I'm gonna be a teacher for the rest of my life. Okay. So for Priya, you do need to start something new in order to see progress. Okay. All right. That's my reading for Priya at this time. Okay, let's do IBZ Finest. All right. All right, for IBZ Finest. All right, for IBZ Finest. Can I get a general reading for IBZ Finest? Can I get a general reading for IBZ Finest? Please and thank you, Spirit. Can I get two more cards for IBZ Finest? Excuse me. All right, can I get a general reading for IBZ Finest? Well, these are a lot of cards. All right. All right, so for IBZ Finance, for your general reading is that you will be going through a stalemate. There might be a dilemma that you need to take either between two different careers or two different people. There is a dilemma that needs to be done. You need to drop somebody or drop a job, okay? Also, you are going through a spiritual awakening. You are going to start something new very soon. All right? It might have to do something with a career though. I gotta say that. Um the Wheel of Fortune will turn in your favor eventually, but as of right now, Spirit Guides is calling you to balance your energy and to kind of write down your affirmations of what you want within life right now and what your goals is going to become. All right. There is some sort of instability with the money right now, but you will get the money very soon. Okay. That is for IBC Finest for the general reading. Chelsea Daly. Chelsea Daly. All right, for Chelsea Daly. Are they on the right track for Chelsea Daly? Are they on the right track for Chelsea Daly? All right, please and thank you, Spirit. All right, for Chelsea Daly, you are slowly recovering right now for Chelsea Daly. Whatever you're going through, you are recovering from that. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. And then the Queen of Pentacles is saying that abundance is coming in very soon. You are on the right track of life, all right? All right. All right, I just want to mention to you guys, I will end this live stream at 10 o'clock, okay? All right, for Dev. Oh, I have started testing for long-term health and ensure I don't get diabetes. Yeah, Dev, continue to go to the doctors, continues to get blood work done to kind of know if you have you know, high blood pressure or a lot of glucose in your blood. You got just keep going to the doctors, keep trying to see what's going on, and you'll be fine. Okay, for Dev. All right, Dola Mandal and then IBZ Finest. Idola Mandal, I do respect every religion. I have no issue to know or explore, but I can't convert. Thank you for your welcome, Dola Mandal. All right, IBC Finest. Is this the right company for IBZ Finest? Is this the right company for IBZ Finest? Is this the right company for IBZ Finest? All right, so let's see. Can I get one more card for IBZ Finest? IBC Finest, I gotta tell you how the card came up for you. I do think that a lot of people are jealous of you at your job. There is a lot of fighting, there is a lot of arguments, there is a lot of betrayal at your job, okay, for IBZ Finest. Also, you might be overworking yourself and you might not be seeing rewards at this time. You are putting in a lot of work and people are not being grateful towards your energy right now for IBZ Finest, okay? The judgment will come in for you though in your future. I do think that you will find the right company. I don't think that this is the right company for you though, for IBZ Finest. All right. The reason why I said that is because you got the Five of Wands, a lot of jealous energy, a lot of arguments, a lot of betrayal, a lot of backstabbing within this company, and then you're putting in a lot of hard work, but you don't see the rewards at the moment, okay? So I do think that when you do get rid of this job, if you want to, obviously it's up to you. But in your future, the judgment is turning in your favor and you will get a new company. You will find the right company for you, right? But as of right now, the company right now that you're in might be a little bit toxic, okay? That is my ring for IBC Finest, all right? Stu Pat said, thanks for your asking. Take a breath, scroll up. He reads in order to be fair to all. Your patience, thank you so much, okay? Alright, Priya. Manifesting for all tomorrow when we woke, all the positive things will surround us and going to be the rest. Joyful, happy day. Yep. Alright, yeah, I love Stu Pat's energy, I really do. Alright, so for Dev, what is this betrayal about for Dev? What is this betrayal about for Dev? What is this betrayal about for Dev? It's something that has to do with money. Take it how it resonates, Dev. But somebody is probably jealous that you're making more money than them, or someone might be jealous that you are gonna move up the social ladder. Um, Someone might also be jealous that your boss might like you more than them. It has something to do with money. Okay? That's where the betrayal is coming from, alright? So be careful with this energy, okay? Alright. Um Thank you, Stu Pat. Hey Debbie Moreland. You're welcome, Priya. You're welcome, IBZ Finest. I'm doing good. Zulfikar, how are you doing, Zulfikar? How are you doing, Zulfikar? Okay, Zulfikar said, when will they get a new job? Alright, for Zulfikar, when will they get a new job? Alright, for Zulfikar. For Zulfikar, when will they get a new job? For Zulfikar, when will they get a new job? Can I get two more cards, please, Spirit? For Zulfikar? When will Zulfikar get a new job, please, and thank you, Spirit? Please do share my live stream so I can help other people, okay? And also, if you're new and you like my vibes, please do subscribe, okay? Alright, so for Zulfikar. Zulfikar, when will you get a new job? I gotta say between 2 weeks to 5 weeks, 2 months to 5 months. 1 week to 1 month, okay? The reason why I said that is because so between this time span, 1 week to 1 month you can get a new job because you got the one sword. Um 2 weeks, 2 months because there's two people with the two people and then the two of wands. So 2 weeks and 2 months, and then 5 weeks and 5 months you will get a new job. So between this time frame for Zulfikar, 1 week to 1 month, 2 weeks to 2 months, 5 weeks to 5 months is when you're gonna get a new job. Okay, please continue to keep applying for a job. You will get this new job very soon. Okay, all right. You're welcome, IBZ Finest. All right. You're welcome, Dev. Okay. All right. For Artie Lawyer. All right. For Artie Lawyer. For Artie Lawyer. Will the ex-husband reunite with Artie? Will their ex-husband reunite with Artie in the future? Will the ex-husband reunite with Artie in the future? Can I get one more card for Artie Lawyer? All right. For Artie Lawyer. For Artie Lawyer. Will your person want to reunite with you in the future? All right, they might be a little bit immature right now to come back towards your energy, RD Lawyer. I'm not gonna lie to you about that. Um, they have a negative influence right now, or they have a negative mindset on love right now. All right, but while they want to reunite with you in the future, I do see that coming in, maybe within 6 months to a year. I think they will want to reunite with you. As long as you continue to be a good person, they will want to reunite with you, okay? For Artie Lawyer, all right? That's my read for Artie Lawyer, okay? All right, for Chelsea Daly. Is the protection shield bubble strong for Chelsea Daly? Is the protection shield bubble strong for Chelsea Daly? Is the protection shield bubble strong for Chelsea Daly? Can I get one more card for Chelsea Daly? Can I get one more card for Chelsea Daly? Alright. Chelsea Daly. You have a lot of people in your energy that's selfish and that wants to take advantage of you at this time. So you do follow your intuition. It is very strong, okay? Selfish energy. Um and then you do have a lot of spirit guides that's protecting you right now though. 7 of Cups is a lot of choices. So I do think that a lot of people are protecting you at this time. I mean, a lot of spirits is protecting you at this time. All right, for Chelsea Daly, okay? Um, good evening, D Money. How are you doing? How are you doing, D Money? All right, do you want me? Okay, a general read for Zulfikar. Can I get a general read for Zulfikar? Can I get a general read for Zulfikar? All right, can I get a general read for Zulfikar? Real quick. All right, Zulfikar. What's gonna come in for Zulfikar? All right, for Zulfikar, your your abundance might be a little bit delayed for Zulfikar. All right, you will gain this abundance very soon, but you're putting in a lot of hard work and you're not seeing the results right now for Zulfikar. All right. Yes, delay of success is coming in, all right? And then depression and exhaustion for Zulfikar. Be careful with the energy, but I do think that you will be abundant very soon for Zulfikar, all right? That's my general reading for Zulfikar. Please do like, share, subscribe. I'm doing okay. How are you doing, D Money? Oh, you're saying you're doing okay. All right, Starry Night. Well, Joseph and his ex last a lifetime? Or Joseph and his ex asked a lifetime? I don't think for Starry Night, I don't think Joseph and his ex will last a lifetime. The reason why I said that is because there's gonna be a lot of conflict within the relationship. All right. So for Starry Night, there will be a lot of competition and problems within the relationship. And there is gonna be a lot of lack of opportunities within the relationship. So for Starry Night, I don't think that Joseph and his ex is gonna last a lifetime. Okay? That is my reading for Starry Night. Okay, okay, IBZ Finest, this is gonna be your last reading for tonight, okay, my friend? Alright, IBZ Finest said, will the right person come into their life? Will the right person come into their life for IBZ Finest? Will the right person come into their life? Okay, IBZ Finest, in order for you to find the love of your life, okay, do not put emotions in the forefront. Do not be emotional. Do not be sensitive at this time. Um, but you will get the love of your life very soon. You just use your communication skills, okay? For IBZ Finance, your communication skills are very strong. Prosperity and success will come in, and you do have a confidence, energy, victory, and success. I do believe within maybe a year, between a year and 6 years. I'm not saying it's gonna be 6 years, but between 1 to 6 years, you will find the right person in your life. Okay, that is for my reading for IBZ Finance. Okay, my friend. All right. Okay. Justice. Hi, Justice. You're welcome, Starry Night. All right. Let's see. All right. Please do share my live stream to your family and friends. All right. Also, if you are new here, please do subscribe, okay? All right, for Srishti, will Rudra contact Muskan? Will Rudra contact Muskan? Will Rudra contact Muskan? All right. Yes, they will contact you. For Srishti, will Rudra contact Muskan? They will. You got the Queen of Cups, which means romantic energy. The Ten of Pentacles working on their abundance to come towards you. They went through some sort of betrayal in the past. And then the Page of Wands is saying that good news is coming in for you. All right. So for Shrishti, yes, Rudra will want to contact Muskan. All right. That is my read for Shrishti. Okay. All right. For Allah 626. Does Arian think about Allah romantically? All right. So does Arian think about Allah romantically? All right. So does Arian think about Allah romantically? Can I get one more card, please, Spirit? For for Allah? For Allah? Or for Allah? Does Arian think of Allah romantically? Let's see. They might see you as a friend first for Allah. The reason why I said they see you as a friend first is the Nine of Cups came in reverse. The Page of Pentacles came in reverse, and then the Strength card also came in reverse. They see you as a friend first, but if you still keep communicating, it might turn off as a relationship because you are a great manifester, okay? All right? For Allah 626, as of right now, they don't see you romantically just yet, but if you continue to start a conversation with them and continue to grow, this person will want to manifest you as a relationship, all right? That is my read for Allah, okay? All right. So, thank you so much, Stu Pat. D Money said, Oh, I love it. You're a poet. Do you even know it? Spitting some bars, feeling what's right. It's the vibe and love with the soul tribe. That fits just right. Wow, I love you guys. I love that. I love that. Um, all right, let's see. The Storytime Kitchen. Hey, the Storytime Kitchen. Good night, Shrishti. I'll see you again. All right, for the Storytime Kitchen, please do like, share, subscribe. All right. For the Storytime Kitchen, will Vardada ever deliver the help they promised? Um, Opportunist. That's a good word. Will Vardada ever deliver the help he promised? All right, let's see. Let's see what's the situation. Okay. For the Storytime Kitchen. I do think that as of right now, the help that they want to offer will be a little bit delayed. I'm not gonna lie to you. It will be a little bit delayed with this for the Storytime Kitchen for Verdada. But in the future though, I gotta say that when you keep nagging them or when you keep asking them for help, they will eventually end up helping you. With the King of Swords and then the Page of Cups, this is a helpful card. But the Storytime Kitchen, as of right now, this person's help is gonna be delayed. But in the future though, they will end up helping you out. All right, that's my reading for the Storytime Kitchen. Okay, all right. Um, for the money mirror, when will I get a car again? Okay. Alright, for the money mirror, when will they get a car again? For the money mirror. Alright. When will the money mirror get a car again? When will you get a car again? You're going through a hard time right now without a car. I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, I do think that you will get a car within a month or 2 months. Alright? Between a month or 2 months, in a couple months you will get the car that you want. All right. Yes. For the money, you will get a car in a couple months. I gotta say between one to 1 to 5 months you can get a car. Okay. Because the wands is one wand. The hermit has one wand. Um the moon has like three animals in the picture. All right. So yes, the money you can get a car within 1 to 5 months. Okay. All right. Hey, Alicia Clark, how you doing? Um, Waimi Kumar needs to ask the question if they want the question answered. Okay. All right. Please be calm with your ask. The cards speak, but West avoid being for. Let's keep moving. Thank you so much, Stu Pat D Money Mayor. Thank you so much, Alla. You're welcome. Dented but not bruised. Hey, how are you doing, dented but not bruised? So does Waimi Kumar want a general reading? I think they want a general reading. All right, I'm gonna do a reading for dented but not bruised, and then I'm gonna do a reading for Waimi Kumar. Waimi Kumar, okay. All right, for dented but not bruised, I will end this live stream at 10. Okay. For dented but not bruised, does Henry have pure intentions? Does Henry have pure intentions for dented but not bruised? Uh-oh. All right. For dented but not bruised, the reason why I said uh-oh is because someone has secrets that they're not telling you about. Someone has secrets. Dented but not bruised. Henry has secrets that they're not telling you about. Okay? Um, Either they were deceived by other people or they might trying to be deceived people at the moment. Okay? They are working on their buns right now. But no matter what happens, dented but not bruised, you are going to be a successful person with the chariot card, okay? But I gotta say, dented but not bruised, is Henry's intentions pure? As of right now, I don't think so because you got the secret card. Now, even if the secret is something minor or something small, it's still a secret that they're not telling you about, okay? So the intentions is not fully pure at the moment, all right? That is for dented but not bruised, okay? All right. For Waimi Kumar, can I get a general read for Waimi Kumar? All right, for Waimi Kumar, what's coming in for Waimi Kumar? Can I get one more card for Waimi Kumar? All right. For Waimi Kumar at this time, you have imbalanced energy. For Waimi Kumar, you need to balance your energy at this time. You need to find peace and harmony. All right. Also, you may have went through some sort of heartbreak or some sort of pain in your past about relationships. All right. Um. Yeah, you're a little bit disappointed about your past. I'm not gonna lie to you for Waimi Kumar for the cards. And someone have given you unrequited love, or they might have betrayed you or rejected you in your past for a relationship. But I gotta say, for Wami Kumar, in your future, you will be very victorious. You will be very successful. All right, with the Chariot card, the King of Pentacles is saying that money is coming in for you. All right, for Wami Kumar, money is coming in for you and success is coming in for you. But right now, you need to balance your energy about this sadness energy. All right, that is my read for Wami Kumar. All right, all right, for justice. Um, any significant lucky days in finances this month? Okay. Okay. For justice, I do think that within 1 week. So what's this? What's today's date? Today's date is March 7th. I think between March 15th and March 21st, you will have good luck within your finances, okay? For justice. Between March 15th and March 21st, you will have good luck within money, okay? Within this month. Because all these cards got 1 week, one sword, one wand, one staff, okay? So 1 week you will get justice. I mean, something good for the month, all right? Yes, D Money's right. Tarot reading is an equal exchange of positive energy, so please, please, please be mindful of your energy that you put out there, okay? All right. I appreciate that so much, D Money. All right. Please do share my live stream to your close family and friends so I can be able to give them the clarity that they need. All right. If you're new to my channel and you like my vibes, please do subscribe, okay? All right. Stu Pat said, I used to be an Uber driver. I've done loads of things, but being an Uber driver made me hate cars. Wow. So, so wait, Stu Pat, don't you live in the UK? Stu Pat, don't you live in the UK? So, I don't remember if you say you lived in the UK or not. Here said, hey, Stu Pat. Oh, um, thanks for that, Luna. I appreciate you so much. You're welcome to Storytime Kitchen. Okay. D Money says, dude, that's wild. I was many things but a professional driver as well. Not only for sedans and limos, but wow, that's crazy. Oh, you've been a driver? That's cool. Oh, you do live in the UK. D Money. Thank goodness I can handle a little longer of a wait. Yeah, you'll be fine. I live in New York. I live in New York. Um, for Stupat. D Money, I'm in Tampa, Florida. Oh, nice. I want to visit Florida. I want to visit Florida. Maybe we can crash your house, D Money Mirror. I'm dented but not bruised. I'm good, thanks. How are you? I'm doing okay. How are you doing? Um oh, you're near a beach? That's crazy. You're lucky. You're lucky. I want to be in Florida every now and then. I'm glad it resonates for dented but not bruised. You're welcome, Waimi Kumar. Alright, fairy tale process. What's coming in towards love for fairy tale process? What's coming in towards love for fairy tale process? Please do like, share, subscribe, guys. Okay, I appreciate that. All right, for fairy tale process, what's coming in towards love for fairy tale process? All right, fairy tale process, you got really good cards. What's coming in towards love is you are the star card. So you have hope, have faith that everything's gonna work out for you for love. All right. Um, People are gonna see you as unique. You are going to have a lot of choices within love, right? With the star card, your person's gonna love you for being different from other people. You are going through a new beginnings for fairy tale process. Okay. This means that you might be dating two people. If not, that's not the case. You will be talking to two people very soon, and you will have to decipher what person you will take, all right? Within love. The Sun card came out for fairy tale process, being your youthful energy, being your fun energy, be free spirited, go out more, and you will find the love of your life while going out, all right? New perspectives is coming in for fairy tale process. Yes, that will be coming in for love for fairy tale process, all right? That is for fairy tale process. Okay. Um, Soup has said, I want to visit US again, only been to New York, including Canada. Oh, I love Canada too. Um, my friend was in the Navy. He recently went to bathe and brought back some love. That's cool. I've been to France. I've been to Canada, and then in America, I've been to Arizona, Washington State, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, um, New Jersey, New York City, are obviously around the East Coast. I do want to travel more though. My passport's gonna expire in a couple years, so I might want to travel soon. All right, you're welcome, Justice. I live near Canada. For Mulberry Twist, I live in New York State, but I live near Canada. Um, all right. So, what's your heritage? The money? Like, do you have British ancestry? Where in New York? Mulberry Twist. I'm okay in New York. Where do you live, Mulberry Twist? Oh, she's mixed too. The money said I'm mixed up. Pup stew. I'm Irish, English, German, and American. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna do a ring for justice, and then game of pro boys. Game of pro boys. All right. All right for justice, and then game of pro boys. All right. All right for justice. Why is Sharon avoiding justice? Why is Sharon avoiding justice? Why is Sharon avoiding justice? Alright, so for justice, why is Sharon avoiding you at this time? They feel like this relationship or this friendship is a burden. Justice. They feel like you have high standards for them as a friend or in a relationship. This is the reason why they don't want to come towards you at this time because you have high standards. Um, they're avoiding you because you are going through a lot of success and they might be envious of your energy right now, okay? Because you got the money card and then you got the Queen of Wands and then you got the Two of Wands. So yes, for justice, I gotta tell you that they might be envious of your energy and they might be embarrassed of what they're going through right now. And your standards are really high. All right. That's the reason why they are avoiding you at this time. Okay. For justice. All right. For Game of Pro Boys. For Game of Pro Boys. For Game of Pro Boys. What is the future life? How would the future life partner be like? For Game of Pro Boys. What would the future be like with their future wife? Alright, let's see. Can I get two more cards for Game of Pro Boys? Can I get two more cards for Game of Pro Boys, okay? Okay, for the situation for Game of Pro Boys, your future wife is going to be someone. Your future wife is someone that's a little bit moody, all right? Someone that's a little bit pessimistic, someone that thinks negatively often. Um, be careful with this energy game of Pro Boys, okay? She might be going through a rebuilding stage or a recovery, all right, for Game of Pro Boys. Your wife do want peace and harmony with you though, within your future. Your wife is the type of person that will love you and want peace and harmony with you. Okay, I do think that they get a little bit negative when they go through arguments with you, but otherwise, they will juggle between responsibilities. They will be a good wife for you, all right? They are good with communication as well for Gamer Pro Boys. Your future wife is someone that's good with communication, someone that will juggle responsibilities, equal give and take. Your future wife also wants peace and harmony with you for Gamer Pro Boys. But when they do get into arguments with you, they get a little bit moody, okay? That is my reading for Gamer Pro Boys. Please do like, share, subscribe. Okay. Um, D Money said, I do love it here and I love to visit with everyone. Maybe we can arrange something. Yeah. We should do like a trip together. Stu Pass said, I did ancestry DNA test brought up a whole educational rabbit hole, but it's been brilliant. That's really cool. Yeah, it's really cool. I think a lot of people are mixed up nowadays. I think a lot of people is mixed up on nowadays. I'm also mixed with European. So I have French in me. I'm Cambodian. I have French in me. I have Indian in me. I have some African in me, but you know, everyone's mixed up in a way. Um, Fairy Tale Process said, "Thanks, Lune. I'm gonna be up hung upside down over the Two of Swords under the sun stars, huh? Yeah, that's gonna be you, Fairy Tale Process. Still, we are spiritual beings living. Yes, we are. We are all spiritual beings living in the real world right now. And once we pass away, we want to leave a legacy for our next generation. And we are going to go into whatever area that we're from. We are going to go back to that galaxy or whatever place when we pass away, which is the reason why for everyone that's on the live stream right now, I want to tell you guys to take action for on your life because we are a spiritual being that's just living in this life right now. But when we do pass away, we do go where we belong. Okay. Which is the reason why I want you guys to find out what your goals are because you need to work on that. Because everyone on this live stream and on my channel is here to do something really well in the future. Okay. All right. I sense the energy. All right. Justice said, I definitely need to use my passport this year. Yeah, you need to use your passport. Um, we are a soul family for sure, for sure. Mulberry Twist, you live in London too? That's crazy. That's crazy. We're in London. Wow, Justice said it's my mom. Makes sense. All right, for Alla, what is the future husband? What does the future husband look like in personality? Please do like, share, subscribe, please, and thank you. All right. For Alla, what does your future spouse look like or personality? All right. Your future spouse might have really good cheekbones for Alla because look at this person. They have really high cheekbones. All right. High cheekbones. Might also be slim and slender. Might be tall because this person look tall. So Alla, I do think that your future spouse has really nice cheekbones, very tall in height. Okay. Um, Personality wise, your future husband is someone that is a great manifester, someone that gets things done at the right time, are very organized too. Okay. I do think that your future husband know the value of hard work because they were poor, all right, or they put in a lot of hard work to be stable, all right, for Allah. And your future partner, your future husband, someone that will be recovering from some sort of pain, all right? So for Allah, your future husband is someone that's going to be tall, someone that might be a little bit slim on the slimmer side, someone that has good bone structure, All right. Someone that is a good manifester, organized, stern, and someone that is healing, okay, going through a spiritual awakening. All right, that's for Allah. All right, I love that you guys are communicating with each other. I love that. I love that. I love that. All right, okay, I'll do that for sure. I want to see the court where King Henry VIII walked. Wow, you're welcome, IBZ Finest. We all, honestly, we all have a destiny on this earth. We really do. What I want to tell you guys is make sure you pay attention to your birth chart. Um, write down the month, the day, and the year you were born, and the time you were born, and find out what your birth chart is, because that way you find out what you need to work on and what you can be successful in. Okay. Also, you guys might want to calculate your birthday as well. Calculate the month, calculate the day, calculate the year. You're gonna find out what your life path number is, and that will also tell you what you might be successful in. Right? When I do my life path number, I found out that I'm a life path number 11. So I'm definitely someone that has to guide other people into the right direction. And I'm actually a teacher in real life, so that makes sense. All right. For Mulberry Twist, for Mulberry Twist, does the person that they think about recognize who they are deep down? Do they recognize the situation from Mulberry Twist? They From Mulberry Twist, the person that you are asking about do recognize what's going on. They do recognize their horrible behavior. Okay, but I gotta tell you, for Mulberry Twist, they are going to get the bad karma. All right, you are getting good karma in return. Okay, continue to be a good person. You will get your abundance, Mulberry Twist. This person do know that they're doing the wrong thing. Okay, for Mulberry Twist. All right. All right. Alicia Clark said, "I believe that for real we have a destiny. We all do." Let's see. Mulberry Twist, I do, I do. You're welcome all the time, anytime you should. You decide to come for a visit. All right, for Nisha. All right, I'm gonna do a read for Nisha, and I'm gonna do a read for Namrata. I will end this live stream at 10 p.m. Eastern. Okay, guys. Please do share my live stream to your family and friends. All right, and then also if you are new here, please do subscribe. Okay. All right, can I get a general read for Nisha? Can I get a general read for Nisha? Can I get a general read for Nisha? You're welcome, Alla. Can I get a general read for Nisha? All right, Nisha, what's coming in for you at this time? For Nisha, general reading. All right, for Nisha, you will be celebrating a win very soon. I don't know what the celebration is, but you will be celebrating with your family and friends, okay? All right. Be careful with negative energy. You got to get rid of this, or get rid of people with negative energy. You are going to a soul searching energy, and you are seeking spiritual awakening. Your spirit guides are protecting you right now, Nisha, right? You are in a relaxation period and you are recovering very soon. But Nisha, you will be celebrating very soon. All right? A win within success, a win within career, a win within love. All right? That is for Nisha. All right, for Namrata. All right, for Namrata. Is Akash a good partner for Namrata? Okay. All right, for Namrata, is Akash a good partner for Namrata? Is Akash a good partner for Namrata? All right, I do believe that this person can be a good partner for you for Namrata, because they got the success card and the victory card, the Queen of Wands. This relationship is going to be successful for Namrata. They are a good partner for you. I do think that sometimes they need some time alone to introspect, okay? Um, this person do not want to rush the relationship. They want to get to know you a little more to kind of go on to a relationship, all right? I do think that people are envious of the energy right now, or people might be envious of your future relationship with them. All right, but can a cash be a good partner? Yes, they will be. Okay, that's for Namrata. Okay, all right, let's see. All right, the Storytime Kitchen said, "You told me that this person's karma is to lose me to someone else. What can you tell me about who is coming next for me?" All right. For the Storytime Kitchen, please do share my live stream with people you know, okay? Also, if you are new, please subscribe, especially if you like my vibes, all right? All right, for the Storytime Kitchen, what's coming in for the Storytime Kitchen? For the person, what type of person are they for the Storytime Kitchen? Oh, wow, okay, I'm gonna take these, okay. All right, for the Storytime Kitchen, your person that will fall in love with you in the future is someone that is going to be very successful. For the Storytime Kitchen, this person might be in a leadership role. If not that, they might be going to school, or they might be having a lot of education on this side. All right. Um, your future person might also have lust for you with the devil card. They are addicted towards your energy. They are codependent. They can't be without you in the future. The Storytime Kitchen. Your future person cannot live without you. They are connected to you towards the hip, all right? They might be a little bit emotional, might be a little bit sensitive. Be careful of hurting their feelings, okay? Your future partner do not mind going against the grain, okay? All right, that is my reading for who was I reading for? The Storytime Kitchen. That is your person in your future, okay? All right. IBZ Finest. If you do not know the time of when you were born, you might just want to put 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. One of those times. If you don't know your birth time, you might want to put 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. in order to kind of see what your birth chart is, okay? Yeah, look at your birth chart to find out. All right, I know that already. I just want to walk down. All right, so for Bake 215. Okay, Bake 215. Bake 215. For Bake 215. All right, for Bake 215. What is coming in towards Bake 215? What is coming in towards Bake 215's energy? What's coming in towards Bake 215's energy? All right. What's coming in for Bake 215's energy? Can I get one more card, please, Spirit, for Bake 215? What's coming in for Bake 215's energy? What's coming in for Bake 215's energy right now, please, and thank you, Spirit. There you go. All right, for Bake 215, success is coming in for you if you travel. Bake 215, what you are moving towards is you will be traveling at this time. You might also find a new career or new job within the next city or the next town over. Um, there is a lot of abundance within traveling for Big 215. Also, Big 215, I do think that if you are talented with something or you have a creation in mind, you need to work on this because you are going to become very successful. I do think that you will be traveling very soon, and also you might get a job within another town, another city, or another country, all right? That's what's coming in towards you for Big 215, okay? I hope that resonates for you, all right? All right, you're welcome, Nisha. Hi, Isha Sharma. All right, all right, Kalavati, a general reading for Kalavati. All right, can I get a general reading for Kalavati? Okay. Can I get a general reading for Kalavati? Please and thank you, Spirit. All right, a general reading for Kalavati is that you are successful. You are the Chariot card for Kalavati. Whatever you are asking for, you will be successful with the Chariot card. Also, you have the Sun card. You might want to take a risk at this time. If that's not the case, you have a youthful energy, you are free spirited, you have this young energy within you. You like to try new things, okay? Also, you are spiritually guided. Success is coming in for you. Good news is coming in for your career and for your love life, all right? That is my general reading for Kavita. Please do like, share, subscribe, okay? All right. I will be ending this live stream really soon. Thank you so much, Stu Pat. Thank you so much, D Money. Thank you so much, Hera, if they're still here. All right, Davara, Davaraka for Davaraka. All right, for Davaraka. What is Sagar's current feelings for Davaraka? What are Sagar's current feelings for Davaraka? What are Sagar's current feelings for Davaraka? Can I get 3 to 6 cards, please, Spirit? What are Sagar's current feelings for Davaraka? I'm taking these ones. All right. For Davaraka Williams, what are Sagar's feelings for you at this moment is they might be going through some sort of intense negativity right now. They don't know what to do with their life as of right now. Okay. But what I do see is for Davaraka Williams, if you do not change yourself for anybody, they do like your energy. Okay? Do not change yourself for a relationship because this person will like your energy regardless of who you are. All right? They love that you have high morals, high values, high standards. They love that about you, okay? For Davaraka Williams, all right? They are standing the ground at the moment, all right? And then also they want a new perspective. They do want to reconcile with you, okay? For Davaraka Williams, they do want a renewal of life with you, okay? That is my reading for Davaraka Williams. Please do like, share, subscribe. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right, for Mulberry Twist. All right, for Mulberry Twist. All right. How long is it going to take for this person to speak to Mulberry Twist again? How long will it take for them to speak to Mulberry Twist again? How long will it take for them to speak to Mulberry Twist again? For this person, all right? I don't think that long, Mulberry Twist. Not that long. They will want to talk to you again. I think maybe between 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. At most is 1 year that they will want to talk back to you. But at least within 1 week or 1 month, they will want to come back to talk to you, okay? For Mulberry Twist, alright? Alright, I already did a reading for Dara Rocka Williams, didn't I? I told them that they will want to reconcile with you, but as of right now, they need to work on their emotions. Alright, for Dara Rocka Williams. Alright, for Joanne Evans. Okay, for Joanne Evans, when the pastor leave, will some of the people also leave? Yes. Yep. For Joanne Evans, when the pastor leaves, other people will leave as well because you got two yeses in this card. Yes, yes. All right. I do think that these people are connected to the pastor. So once the pastor leaves, they will also leave as well. All right. That is Marie for Joanne Evans. Okay. Bait 215, you are moving towards a travel. Bait 215, I don't think you got my last reading for you. Bait 215, what you are moving into, you might be finding success while traveling very soon, okay? You might travel to the next town, the next city, the next country over. You will find success within your future, okay? While traveling, all right? You're welcome. All right, I'm gonna do a reading for Debbie Cox and then Sonam. All right, I think Sonam. Hold on. You're welcome. All right, so yep, you're welcome, Bay 215. Okay, my last person tonight will be Asta Saxena 555. Okay, all right, so let's go. Please do like, share, subscribe. Please do share my live stream to your family and friends. Also subscribe if you're new. Okay. All right. Debbie Cox. Can I get a general reading for Debbie Cox? Can I get a general reading for Debbie Cox, please? And thank you, Spirit. Can I get a general reading for Debbie Cox? Can I get a general reading for Debbie Cox? All right, let's see. All right, a general reading for Debbie Cox is that you are going through a recovery period within your life right now. You are seeking spiritual alignment at this time. All right, be careful with aggressive energy. Be careful with people who try to manipulate you. Okay. The two of swords is saying there is a new beginning. You might be facing a dilemma between two different people. Take it what resonates, but you might need to drop down one person and take the other person. All right. This can also mean career as well. There will be a dilemma between two different careers or jobs. All right. If you went through some sort of hardship, you will be walking away from this very soon. You are going through a spiritual awakening. A new beginning is starting in for you. For it. All right, for Debbie Cox. Okay. All right, that's for Debbie Cox for a general reading. All right, Sonam, a general reading for Sonam Megani. All right, can I get a general reading for Sonam Megani? Please and thank you, Spirit. Can I get a general reading for Sonam Megani? Can I get a general reading for Sonam Megani? Okay, so a general reading for Sonam Megani. If you are feeling exhausted or you feel like you are going through a regret at this time, let that go. You are reevaluating your life at this time for Sona Megani, okay? And I do think that someone from your past might want to reconcile with you, okay? So when a door closes, another door opens, all right? Someone from your past might want to reconcile, or someone new is going to come in. You see how this person is worried about these cups, but don't know what this cup is flying in the air? So for Sona Megani, don't worry about what happened in the past. When one door closes, another one opens, okay? You will gain your abundance very soon within love and career, all right? That is my read for Sona Megani. And then my last person for tonight is Asta Saxena. All right. All right, for Asta Saxena. For Asta Saxena. For Asta Saxena. What is Shavam's true feelings for Asta Saxena? All right, so Shavam's true feelings for you, Asta Saxena, is that they want a wish fulfillment with you. They want love with you. They want a wish fulfillment for Asta Saxena. They do want to communicate you very soon. They feel like they might be competing for your attention. Maybe they feel like a lot of people are attracted to you at this time and they are fighting for your attention. All right? So yes, this person feel like they are fighting for your attention at this time with other people, and then they do want to communicate with you and they do see you as a wish fulfillment. Okay, that is my reading. Okay, guys, thank you guys for joining my live stream today. I appreciate all of you guys. Please do share my live stream to the people that you know so I can gain clarity for other people. If you are new here and you like my vibes, please do subscribe. If you want to donate, it is in my description box. You don't have to, but if you want to, it is there. Um, what else do I need to say? Make sure you guys find out your birth chart and find out your life path number and let me know in our next live stream what it is, okay? I'll come back on tomorrow morning around like 10ish, 11ish, okay? Eastern time. Also I want to say that what did I want to say? Anyways, I hope that you guys have a great day, great night, wherever you guys are. All right, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay. All right. Have a good night. Bye.